All right, guys, first I'm starting off with spice cake mix. Don't leave the bag in there. Okay. Doing another very, very simple, quick holiday dessert. Add 1 can of pumpkin puree. Stuff is great. And for this cake, believe it or not, these are literally the only 2 ingredients you need for a cake. You don't need butter, you don't need oil, you don't need eggs. Just this wonderful pumpkin puree and the spice cake mix. This is great. All right, one thing I am gonna add though, my choice is these baking chips. These are Christmas baking chips. They're red, green, and white, little chocolate chips. I think it'll look really good in the cake, and chocolate doesn't hurt anything. So now I'm just gonna give that all a really good mix. All right, guys, this is coming together very nicely. It's a little hard to mix when you don't add any liquid, but you'll see this will rise very nicely also. I'm gonna take our pumpkin, spice cake, pumpkin puree, and chocolate chips and add it into this greased baking dish. I suppose I could have used a smaller baking dish, but this will work for now. Just kind of spread it out as well as you can. Again, this baking dish is a little bit bigger, but this cake will rise. Kind of evenly spread it out as well as you can. It's gonna be awesome, guys. And that's it. Now just follow the instructions on the back of the spice cake mix box. Cook it on 350 for about 30 minutes, and you will have yourself an awesome cake. All right, guys, I just took this out of the oven a little while ago, and it's still pretty hot. This is our spice cake mix with our pumpkin puree and our baking chocolate chips that I added in here. Now you can add frosting if you want. I feel like with the pumpkin puree and the spice cake mix, it's almost better to not be overly sweet. So, and I did add the chocolate chips if you remember as well. So I'm not gonna add frosting to this, but by all means, if you want to, go for it. Guys, look at that. Look at how moist and soft that is. You see the chocolate chips melted nicely in there. This is definitely a winner. Very easy dessert. You guys gotta try this. All right, guys. Starting off with these Pillsbury Christmas tree cookies. They're nice, they're already made for you. Got nice little Christmas trees. I'm just gonna put them in the bottom of this baking dish, or baking circle, baking tin, whatever you wanna call it. I'm gonna do a nice, easy Christmas dessert. Something you do quickly if you're in a pinch. These snowman cookies. Now I know you're probably wondering, I do have a little bit of OCD myself. Why do all the Christmas ones and just a few of these? Well, you're not actually going to be able to see the snowmen or the trees. Okay, that looks good. Now guys, we're going to put this in the oven, following the baking instructions outside of the cookie box, and then I have a couple more steps. All right guys, I took this out of the oven a little while ago, let it cool a bit. Look at our cookie right there. Doesn't that look good? It's one giant cookie. You can still see the snowman and the Christmas trees, but now what I'm about to do is take this vanilla frosting. It's a Christmas one, so it's a nice green color. I'll pour a little bit on top. Look at how good that looks. Just a little bit. Now you're gonna spread this out. See how it's already kind of got the edges from the cookies? This looks awesome. You see those cookies that you could buy at store, like for happy birthday or holidays, the giant cookies that always have writing on them? That's kind of what I was. Now I'm gonna take some Christmas mini M&Ms. Now I'm actually gonna set this in the fridge for a minute, let the frosting set again. Then I'm gonna take it out and try it. All right, guys, I just had this in the fridge for just a couple minutes just to get the frosting a little bit hard again. Now, the best part. Well, this is gonna be good. Look at that, guys. Still see the red in there from the snowman cookies? Doesn't that look awesome? It's like a cookie pizza. All right, guys, I'm starting off with this gingerbread cookie and cake mix. A more easy dessert I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do one of my favorite desserts that I've done quite a bit. I'm gonna do a soda cake. But I'm actually gonna use this apple flavored soda today with this ginger cake. I think apple and ginger will go very, very good together. First time I'm trying it, so we'll see. And what's great about these cakes, like I said before, all you need is soda and cake mix. That's it. And I'm just gonna give this a very good mix. You know what? I was gonna use a spatula, but it's gonna have to work. You'll see. All right. Move this over. Make sure you spray your cooking dish. Now you're gonna take the batter and just pour it in. Now I'm gonna go back to my spatula. Make sure to get everything out. Ooh, I got a very, very strong ginger smell to this. Now, guys, one thing I do want to point out just for making these soda cakes before, you do want to follow the instructions on the back of the box, but considering you're using more liquid and less binders, you're going to want to let it bake longer than what it says. So this one says about 25 minutes. I'm probably going to put this in the oven on 350 for about 35 to 40 minutes. All right, guys, I just took this out of the oven a little while ago. This was our gingerbread soda cake. And remember, I used the apple soda in this one. Now I'm gonna add some vanilla frosting. It's red for Christmas, of course. So I'm just gonna pour over the top. Look at that beautiful red color. Oh, I'm making a mess, like usual. It's okay. I'm just gonna spread this out. Cover this cake. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. Sure it is for a lot of people, but Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the good food you could eat, just wonderful. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Of course, because you need to get more Christmassy. Look at that. Some Christmas chocolate chips. Now, best part. I love these soda cakes because it's just, I don't know why, but it feels like when you use soda instead of milk, butter, eggs, all that stuff, it's even more moist. I don't know if it's just because it's all liquid that you're using, but look at that. How perfect does that look? Gingerbread and apple soda, that's all. Frosting, chocolate chips. Look at how moist that is, guys. Gotta try this dessert. It's awesome.